one will begin to wonder that what was Buhari doing as a president when he was in office, when he was in the villa? What was he doing exactly? Because I could remember even then, most of the things, most of the revelations that were coming out, they will ask him, he say, oh, he said he didn't know. So are you surprised all the revelations about forging his signature to collect money and all of those nonsense that they are telling us that he is not aware of it? So you ask yourself, what was it? What was his duty? Was just traveling, but what he loved doing, and that is exactly what Tinubu has started. All the things people who are victims of insecurity, Tinubu, because we know that presidents do go by themselves. They roll up their sleeves and say, "Oh, I've come to sympathize with you." But what do we see? He will send El Shibaju. Himself is too big. But when it comes to foreign trips, that is even more stressful. You will see Tinubu going, carry all his children, going there. Even if it is 3 times a week, he will have the strength to go. But in Nigeria, he will never visit the scene of all those things that have been happening in this country. So that was what Buhari was doing as well. We were just traveling, because say Hogolobade, all this they are traveling, no be saying for free. It's different from their salary. They call it tacos and all of those nonsense. So the more they travel, the more money they are being paid. So even the trips that Buhari went, none of them yielded positive results. You see the cement company that they were trying to negotiate with about electricity and light. I don't even know how that one goes. Before this, the Bakari, the chief of staff, before he died, till today, before they left office, nothing happened. Nobody could hear anything. All their trips, oh, they are going to negotiate for investors to come in and all of that. None of them came. Now Tinubu has started the same thing. Tinubu has started the same thing. So he was just busy going from one hospital to another, attending hospitals here and there. So how will such a person know what is happening? Himself, all the people that were victims of insecurity, Buhari never visited them. And that's why this one says he's going to continue from there. It's so ridiculous. Now, Ngalale, who happens to be the other spokesperson of Tinubu now, he was in one of the aides in Buhari's government, is coming to tell us now that intelligence shows that a foreign reserve that was expended was without Buhari's approval. So what did they come to do for them? The special advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on media and publicity, Chief Ajuri Ngalale, he said don't become chief. As during an interview on politics on Sunday, a TVC television program revealed some reasons why the president has not put too much blame on former president Muhammadu Buhari, as he noted that intelligence before the president shows that foreign reserves that were misspended in the last administration were done without the knowledge or approval of former president. So automatically Tinubu is exonerating Buhari. So you don't know. So those people that they want to go after, they are going to use as scapegoats. They are the ones that they will go after. But as far as Buhari is concerned, he didn't know what was happening, so you can't hold him responsible. That is exactly what this guy is telling us. And in that TVC, say, of course, Nana, the he who plays the pipes, the take the tunes, and if they pay their this thing, and none of them will be able to think, how can somebody be there and all this kind of nonsense happen and you didn't know? Then why would you exonerate somebody who was in charge? Maybe he was not competent. He was not there to defend the integrity and the sovereignty of the country. So somebody would have just come and remove him from Aso Rock and say, oh, he was not aware. Meanwhile, Ajuri Ngalale had said, I think the president has been very clear that the past administration has to take responsibility for what transpired in the CBN at that time. But I think the intelligence available to the president makes it very clear that when the bulk of foreign reserves and the billions of dollars that were misspended were done without the knowledge or approval of President Muhammadu Buhari in many cases. But I think recently, because I want to be detailed about this, you would recall that the news reports in the last few weeks conveyed the former secretary to the government of the Federation, Mustafa, Boss Mustafa, My people make I hear wetin una dey talk o, because this one na nonsense story na im dey tell us so. Meaning that he was never in charge. Of course, people from the southwest should be ashamed of themselves. It was Yorubas that said, say Baba, including the prominent sons of Yoruba like Wole Soyinka, OBJ, Tinubu, Fashola, and the rest. He was, somebody said they said he was not in charge right from time. Have we not seen it? What does Buhari know? Absolute nothing. Then Nnamdi Kanu was right after all. He was never in charge of anything. So Buhari was there as figurehead for 8 years and Tinubu capacity never reached, probing those involved. Old wine in new bottle does not change the taste of the wine. Same APC, exactly. Buhari was just there because Fulani Muslims must be in power by all costs, whether they know anything or not. Why is he president then? That's the question. If anybody, if another president can know what transpired under him, why didn't he know about it, or is he keeping him safe? Part of their agreements of election rigging. Big fat lie. He approved everything. If not that the Nigerian government is so gullible, Buhari should be called to defend himself in this aspect. If he's aware, this one is not. I'm not aware. He's aware. We do tire. We don't tire for our game and empty discoveries. We're better edu. Don't mind those lunatics. They are really lunatics. Everything Buhari didn't know. Everything. No be today starts. You are shielding the big thief masquerade with a baptism of error. Then arrest those who know about it. Let them start talking. The man knows about everything. Security reports are available to president to and on national issues. Stop this ostrich propaganda that Buhari plays because he knows everything and is guilty as his appointees. Buhari is a failure as president, and we all have to accept that and all the noise about this integrity is a hogwash. Just as this drug baron and certificate forger bat idiot. If Buhari is a failure as president, this drug baron and certificate forger is involved because he knows, yes, because he knows all that transpired. He knows all Buhari is doing and he supported it. That is why he promised Nigerians that he will start from where Buhari stops. They are just covering themselves. He is never aware of anything. He doesn't even know whether he has primary and secondary school certificates, just like your drug baron and certificate forger bat idiots. But it is under his watch we can't even exonerate him. He can't even take the glory if any can't take the glory if any but exonerates himself from the bad of it is two-edged sword. My happiness is that Peter Obi can't rule this country. Okay, oh coward, you can't even use your correct name. Animal hunger everywhere without a conscience. Suffering is your full name. They love it too, but our happiness is that you people are suffering. Tell him to face the challenges of governing Plateau State rather than wasting his precious time bashing former President PMB. Who is that one? So guys, let's hear your opinion on that take on this.